Hi everyone. So today you see it's just me and Petra, and we are going to do some Hungarian-Malay false friends. So some words that may look or sound the same, but have hopefully very different meanings. All right, the first one is Adat, A-D-A-T, Adat. Adat in Malay has the meaning of tradition, but it could
Oh,
also be used to mean something like something that became a norm. We use this word in a very interesting way. So aside from tradition, we can also say adat sopan, which means mannerisms. So when we say
wow.
someone is sopan, it means that this person is has manners. And adat sopan is the whole idea of a good behavior.
Wow. This is like completely different then because Adat in Hungarian means data.
That's almost like a
It's the same
rearrangement.
letters, just in a different order. Yes, it means data, but it's,
Okay.
data singular.
The next one's Akar. Akar means roots. So it could mean roots like the plant, or it could mean roots like the origin of a person, the root word. So it's kind of similar to the English meaning of root.
Well, Hungarian isn't. I mean, akar, it means that somebody wants something.
Oh,
But
like a
you know,
verb
because
or
it's a verb, so
Okay.
it would be conjugated differently based on the person.
Mhm.
So yeah, akar is somebody wanting something.
That's two really different words already.
Yes, I think these we barely have any overlap. Not like Turkish Hungarian video, which has a lot more connections, but understandably so. I mean, if you're familiar with Hungarian etymology and Hungarian history, you would understand that Hungarian and Turkish have way more things in common as languages than Hungarian and Malay.
That's true. All right. So then we go into the third word. The third word is ara. Ara. We don't say it like that. We say ara. Ara. It's kind of strange because I never used this word alone, so I had to kind of research it a little bit. But the word exists elsewhere. It is a type of tree. It is the fig tree, the fig plant. So we say pokok ara for the tree. We say kayu ara for the wood. And the interesting thing is kayu ara is also a location's name in Malaysia. So like from where I'm from, Selangor, we have a Pekan Kayu Ara. So which is Kayu Ara town, village. Yeah.
Interesting. So we have multiple meanings for this as well. Ara is a sort of all-timesy word for a bride.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't really use this word when referring to a bride nowadays. I would say menyasszony. But ara is also a type of parrot. It's the one with the red and green bluish feathers.
Okay.
And
very
the very
typical parrot.
circular hat. Yeah, it's the big one that has like very big wings. Yeah.
Well, that's some connection, nature.
Yeah, well, maybe like it might have something to do with the trees. I don't really know where these parrots live or what kind of trees they prefer.
Next one we have tolong. Tolong means to help.
To what?
It's a verb. It's to help. To help someone.
Oh,
Yes.
This is really funny then, because tolong is also a verb in Hungarian, but it means that you are kind of pushing your way through a crowd.
Oh, that's not helpful.
That is the opposite of helping. Yeah.
The interesting thing is we prepared this with like pictures side by side. And imagine my confusion looking at some of these pictures.
Yes, it's very difficult to assign pictures to verbs.
Yes.
I find it immensely difficult.
Next one we have hajat. which because in Malay the J is pronounced in the J sound, so hajat. Hajat means desire or wishes.
Okay, in Hungarian, we say hayat, but it's a conjugated form of hay, which means hair. So it's the object form of hair. Like, let's say if you're like have a hair dryer and are drying your hair, then hair is the object of that sentence, and you say hayat sari. So I'm drying my hair.
Next one. This is the funny one. This is ipar. Ipar loosely translates to in-law, but only for siblings. So basically, like siblings and cousins of your husband or wife is something ipar. So, like for example, an elder brother is abang. So if you married someone, someone's elder brother is your abang ipar.
Okay.
A younger brother or younger sister will be another word. Elder sister will be another word.
Of course.
But this does not apply to the parents of your spouse, or if the spouse of your children. They are totally different words.
Very different in Hungarian too. So if you spell it like that, ipar, I-P-A-R, it means industry. But if we lose the R at the end, so it's I-P-A, we say ipa, which is a very, very old-timey word for father-in-law.
Oh,
so
connection!
I thought that was very, very interesting, and that's why I picked this word, because the concept, despite not being spelled the same anymore, I guess, is related. So I think that's a very interesting thing that might be worth thinking more into, but that is definitely not the scope of this video.
And then we have luka. Luka means wound, or it can mean to hurt, depending on how you conjugate it.
Okay. Yeah. So spelled like this, L-U-K-A, it doesn't really exist in Hungarian. It's more a spoken thing and a conjugated form of a spoken word. So the stem word is yuk, which means a hole. And yuka, it means a hole of something. So like you can say, I don't know, like like we use the same word for hole, and sort of like this hole on your jumper, like the hole of the jumper would be like a pullover yuka or something like that. It sounds very weird. In spoken Hungarian, we don't always say yuk. You can also say luk. So that's why it can be conjugated like luka.
All right, the last word, I love this one. This is Hamis. I'm sure you're very confused with the picture.
I am, clearly, yes.
So Hamis is the smell, the bad smell of goat or mutton or cows, because of
that is
their
very
sweat.
specific.
Yes. So we say, oh, this is very Hamis, or bao. Bao means the smell, so bao Hamis. But it's so specific. It's like goat, mutton, or a sweaty cow.
A sweaty cow, not just any cow, a sweaty cow. Wow.
I might be wrong.
Okay.
If I'm wrong,
that
comment
is
down below.
That is very detailed, certainly more detailed than what it means in Hungarian. So we say Hamis, the sh sound at the end, and it means false. So, for example, false friends in Hungarian are called Hamis barátok, which sounds very weird to my Hungarian ear, because I have never, ever, ever heard this phrase in Hungarian, like false friends used as a Hungarian phrase. I mean, I know it exists, it's just not something that comes up.
But I find that a lot of our words, of course, because they have the same spelling, which means they will almost never have the same pronunciation.
Yes.
Because we don't say the alphabet the same way you do.
Yes, true. Plus, you conjugate words quite often as well, right? So it's not just like in English, like putting the S at the end.
Yes.
It's very difficult to find words that are not conjugated, are not changed in any way, just the stem to use for these comparisons. Interesting. How
well, that was fun.
How different they are.
Any more false friends that you can suggest us between Hungarian or Malay or even any other languages?
Yeah.
Köszönjük, hogy megnéztétek a videónkat!
Támogassatok minket! Iratkozzatok fel!
Ne felejtsetek el a csengőt!